Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Mastering the grill, expert techniques for perfect pork barbecue skewers. Grilling pork barbecue skewers, the ultimate summer cookout staple. There's something special about the combination of smoky flavors, tender meat, and the joy of eating outdoors with friends and family. But let's face it, achieving perfectly grilled skewers can be a challenge, even for experienced grill masters. The good news is that with a few expert techniques and some practice, you can take your pork barbecue skewers to the next level. In this video, we'll dive into the essentials of grilling pork skewers, from preparation to cooking techniques, and share some valuable tips to ensure your next outdoor cookout is a success. Whether you're a seasoned griller or just starting out, you'll learn how to create mouth-watering, tender, and juicy pork barbecue skewers that will impress your guests and leave them wanting more. Choosing the right cut of meat. When it comes to creating mouth-watering pork barbecue skewers, the type of meat you choose is crucial. Different cuts of pork offer unique characteristics that can make or break your dish. In this section, we'll explore 3 popular cuts of pork that are perfect for barbecue skewers: pork loin, pork belly, and pork shoulder. Pork loin, lean and tender. Pork loin is a popular choice for barbecue skewers due to its lean and tender nature. This cut is taken from the back of the pig and is known for its mild flavor and soft texture. When cooked to perfection, pork loin is incredibly juicy and pairs well with a variety of marinades and seasonings. Its lean nature also makes it a great option for those looking for a slightly healthier barbecue option. Pork belly, rich and flavorful. Pork belly, on the other hand, is a richer and more flavorful cut of meat. Taken from the underside of the pig, pork belly is known for its unctuous texture and indulgent flavor. When slow-cooked, the fat in pork belly melts away, leaving behind a tender and juicy piece of meat that's simply irresistible. If you're looking to add a decadent twist to your barbecue skewers, pork belly is the way to go. Pork shoulder, a balance of flavor and texture. Pork shoulder is a versatile cut of meat that offers a perfect balance of flavor and texture. This cut is taken from the shoulder area of the pig and is known for its rich, unctuous flavor and tender texture. When cooked low and slow, pork shoulder becomes incredibly tender and falls apart easily, making it perfect for barbecue skewers. Its rich flavor also pairs well with a variety of marinades and seasonings, making it a great option for those looking to experiment with different flavors. Preparing the meat for grilling. Now that we've covered the different cuts of pork, it's time to prepare the meat for grilling. This step is crucial in achieving tender, juicy, and flavorful pork barbecue skewers. In this section, we'll go over the importance of marinating, seasoning, and threading the meat onto skewers. Marinating, adding flavor and tenderizing the meat. Marinating is a process that involves soaking the meat in a mixture of seasonings, acids, and oils to add flavor and tenderize it. When it comes to pork barbecue skewers, marinating is a game changer. Not only does it add a depth of flavor, but it also helps to break down the proteins in the meat, making it more tender and easier to chew. Here's a simple marinade recipe you can try: ½ cup olive oil, 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar, 2 cloves garlic minced, 1 tablespoon honey, 1 teaspoon Dijon mustard, ½ teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Combine all the ingredients in a bowl and whisk until smooth. Place the pork in a large Ziploc bag and pour the marinade over it. Seal the bag and refrigerate for at least 2 hours or overnight. Seasoning, enhancing the flavor of the meat. Seasoning is an essential step in preparing the meat for grilling. It adds a layer of flavor that complements the marinade and enhances the overall taste of the pork. When seasoning the meat, make sure to use a combination of salt, pepper, and other spices that complement the flavor of the pork. Here are some tips for seasoning the meat. Use a mixture of salt, pepper, and paprika for a classic barbecue flavor. Add a pinch of cayenne pepper for a spicy kick. Use dried herbs like thyme and rosemary for a savory flavor. Don't over-season the meat. You can always add more seasoning, but it's harder to remove excess seasoning. Threading onto skewers, tips and tricks. Threading the meat onto skewers can be a bit tricky, but with a few tips and tricks, you'll be a pro in no time. Here are some things to keep in mind. Alternate between meat and vegetables to create a visually appealing skewer. Use a variety of vegetables like bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms to add texture and flavor. Make sure to leave a little space between each piece of meat and vegetable to allow for even cooking. Use a pair of tongs or a fork to gently thread the meat and vegetables onto the skewer. By following these tips, you'll be able to create delicious and visually appealing pork barbecue skewers that will impress your friends and family. Mastering the grill, expert techniques for perfect pork barbecue skewers. Now that we've covered the basics of preparing the meat for grilling, it's time to dive into the different grilling techniques that will take your pork barbecue skewers to the next level. Whether you're a seasoned griller or just starting out, mastering these techniques will ensure that your skewers are always tender, juicy, and full of flavor. Direct heat grilling, achieving a nice char. Direct heat grilling is a great way to achieve a nice char on the outside of your pork barbecue skewers while keeping the inside juicy and tender. This technique involves placing the skewers directly over the heat source, usually at a medium-high heat. To achieve a nice char, make sure to preheat your grill to medium-high heat, around 400 degrees Fahrenheit to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush the grates with oil to prevent sticking. Place the skewers directly over the heat source. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes per side, or until a nice char forms. Move the skewers to a cooler part of the grill to finish cooking. Some benefits of direct heat grilling include a nice char on the outside, which adds texture and flavor. A caramelized crust that forms on the surface of the meat. A reduced cooking time, which helps to preserve the juices inside the meat. In part 2, we'll show you how to grill them to perfection. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.